Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to today's class. I hope everybody is well and ready for the lesson. I hope you've all done your wudu and you have your head covered appropriately for today's class. We will start with today's prayer, and if I could please have A1148. Assalamu alaikum A1148, can you hear me? A1148, can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum, A1148. Okay. I don't think A1148's mic is working. So let me try somebody else for today. A1127. Assalamu alaikum A1127. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you this morning? Or this evening, sorry.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to start with our prayer for today, our fourth prayer. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Would you like to recite yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي علمني ما هو خير عندك.
Beautiful recitation. Well done. Jazakumullah. Rabbi allimni ma huwa khairun indaka. Excellent. And the translation?
Oh my Lord, teach me what is best for me in your knowledge.
Excellent. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help, and we will call you again later in the lesson. Jazakumullah. Okay. So in today's lesson, we are going to be looking at a presentation before we continue with our revision slides, okay, that we've been looking at this week. So I want everybody to concentrate. If your parents are available, if they are around, it would be great if they could also listen to the presentation. If you have older brothers or sisters, siblings, even younger brothers and sisters that might like to listen, that's fine as well. Anybody in the family that would like to take part and listen to today's presentation, they are very welcome to do so. So let's get straight on. And our presentation for today is manners and etiquette of the recitation of the Holy Quran. There's still some people just entering the classroom, so I'm just entering them at the same time. Okay, so let's begin. The Holy Quran is no ordinary book. As we heard in our last presentation about the revelation of the Holy Quran, it is the actual word of Allah which was revealed to the Holy Prophet ﷺ through the angel Jibreel alayhi. Therefore, recitation of the Holy Quran is not like the recitation of a normal book. It is not only a guidance for our physical life, but our spiritual life too. For this reason, we need to follow certain manners and rules so that we can better understand this blessed book and we become worthy to learn from it. Verily, we ourselves have sent down this exhortation, and most surely we will be its guardian. Surah Al-Hijr. The Promised Messiah ﷺ has said, those who honor the Quran shall be honored in heaven. We have so many sources and references which guide us as to how we should prepare ourselves for the recitation of the Holy Quran and how we can gain the most spiritual blessings from our recitation. We can look at, or etiquette of the recitation are mentioned in the Holy Quran itself, the ahadith, the sayings of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the words of the Promised Messiah ﷺ, and these have all been reiterated, retold by our beloved Khulafa. In the book, The Philosophy of the Teachings of Islam, by the Promised Messiah ﷺ, he has explained that a human's physical condition affects their spiritual condition. Therefore, if we are neat and clean, our heart will attract more good thoughts. For this reason, we should aim to have our whole body clean, including our clothes, and it is advisable to do wudu, ablution, before recitation. That this indeed is a noble Quran in a well-preserved book, which none shall touch except those who are purified. Our beloved Hazur Allah Ta'ala bin Nasr Aziz has explained that we should always show respect for the Holy Quran. So what are some of the ways that we can show respect? It should be held with respect, like we said earlier, with clean hands, and should be put in a clean place in order to recite it. Our feet and back should not be put in the direction of where the Holy Quran is placed. The Holy Quran should be kept in a high place when not being recited. And nothing should be put on top of it, and it should not be kept on the floor. Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, and when thou recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected. Surah Al-Nahl. Therefore we recite Ta'awudh, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, before every recitation session. It is important to ask for Allah's protection when reciting the Holy Quran so that, number one, we don't miss any important teachings of the Quran due to any fault of our own. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop the presentation because there are students who have their videos on, and you all know that we are not to put our videos on during class. Thank you. Jazakumullah. Number two, we don't fail to understand correctly any teaching of the Holy Quran. And number three, having understood the teachings, that Allah provides us with the strength to act upon and never forget or ignore these teachings. We should say tasmiyah before beginning or starting anything. Therefore, whenever we recite the Holy Quran, we should always begin with tasmiyah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, ever merciful. In order to understand the meaning of the Holy Quran, we should always recite it with complete attention. And recite the Quran slowly and thoughtfully. Surah Al-Muzammil. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has said, the one who does not recite the Quran melodiously is not from among us. And the Promised Messiah ﷺ has also stated that melodious recitation is also a part of worship. Therefore, one should always try to recite the Quran in a slow, rhythmic, and measured tone, applying all of the different rules of recitation. In his Friday sermon on the 4th of September 2009, our beloved Hazur Allah Ta'ala bin Nasir Aziz said that the recitation of the Holy Quran should be such that each word is clear and understandable. By reciting the Quran in a raised voice, not only do we follow the Sunnah of our beloved Prophet ﷺ, but we can also make sure that we are reciting correctly, because we are able to hear any mistakes that we make and correct them appropriately. Also, it requires more effort and helps our mind to remain active. Therefore, we should recite in a moderately raised voice. It can still be low if others are disturbed. We should try to maintain complete silence whilst listening to the recitation of the Holy Quran. And when the Quran is recited, give ear to it and keep silence that you may be shown mercy. Surah Al-Araf. If others are talking, show them with actions that they should also remain silent. Again, our beloved Huzur Allah Ta'ala bin Nasir Aziz has mentioned that sometimes people are careless when the Quran is being recited on TV. They continue to talk. Either they should stop talking, or if it is important that they finish their conversations, then they should turn the volume off. The same goes for any time when the Quran is being recited. Silence should be maintained. We should try to maintain full attention during our recitation. We should abstain from laughing and joking, and refrain, that means stop from looking around and playing around. We should also stop recitation when we are feeling too tired or exhausted. In the Holy Quran it is said, recite then as much of the Quran as is easy for you. Surah Al-Muzammil. If something other than your recitation has been said during the recitation, then you should repeat Tawuz, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, before continuing with your recitation. One can recite the Quran at any time, but the main point is to be regular. There are many blessings and benefits of reciting the Quran at Fajr time. It is a time when you are free from distractions, therefore you can concentrate more easily. Also, you start your day with the blessed words of Allah, which is a source of spiritual and worldly benefit. In his Friday sermon on the 16th of December 2011, Hazur Allah Ta'ala bin Nasir Aziz stated that if the time of Fajr is late, then the Quran can be recited before Fajr. In the Quran it is stated, and the recitation of the Quran in prayer at dawn, verily the recitation of the Quran at dawn is especially acceptable to God. And Hazur Allah Ta'ala bin Nasir Aziz has said to be regular in our recitation, to reflect and think about the words that we are reading, and to put the teachings that we learn about into practice. In an Atfal Mulaqat on the 26th of January 2002, Atfal asked Hazrat Khalifatul Masih IV, Rahimullah, why is there sajda in the Quran and how do we do it? Hazur explained that sometimes the topic being discussed in the Quran makes one feel like prostrating, bowing down and going into sajda. Some sajdas were decided by the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and here the reciter must prostrate. That means bow down into sajda. As for the sajda, the place should be clean, and if you are out, you can do sajda when you reach home. There are 15 places in the Holy Quran where the sajda has been indicated. For example, you can see here in Surah Maryam, where the arrows are, that is the little sign or the words which are written next to where one has to go into sajda. And when you go into sajda, you would recite the following prayer. O Allah, my spirit, my body, and my heart prostrate before you. Sometimes when reciting or listening to the recitation of the Holy Quran, response prayers need to be said after certain verses. A common response is Ameen. It is said after Surah Fatiha, the first surah of the Quran, during recitation and during salat or namaz. Also at other times when prayers are recited in the Quran, we often respond with Ameen. There are also other places where specific responses are necessary. For example, after the name of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, we should respond with Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. After the second verse of Surah Al-A'la, which is in the first rakat of the Jummah namaz, Jummah Salat, it says, glorify thy name of thy Lord, the Most High. And we should also respond to that by saying, holy is my Lord, the Most High. And then in the second rakat of the Jummah namaz, in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, it says, unto us surely is their return. Then surely, again, somebody has put on their video, which is interrupting the presentation, I'm very sorry. Unto us surely is their return. Then surely it is for us to call them to account. And we should respond by saying, O Allah, bring me to account with leniency. These are prayers that we should learn in Arabic, so that when we hear them, we know what the response should be. We should also offer prayers at the end of each recitation session. For instance, Dua Talimul-Quran. And we can see here the two versions of that dua, one which we use at the end of every class that we do. We should learn this and make this a regular part of our recitation, to finish with this dua. To recite or listen to the Holy Quran with an aim to seek the blessings and pleasure of Allah the Exalted should be our main aim. In the Quran it is stated, and this is a book which we have sent down. It is full of blessings. So follow it and guard against sin that you may be shown mercy. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has stated, a group of people do not gather in a house amongst the houses of Allah reciting the book of Allah, the Holy Quran, and studying it between themselves, except that tranquility descends upon them. They are enveloped by the mercy of Allah and surrounded by the angels, and Allah mentions them with those with him. God revealed to the promised Messiah ﷺ, all good is in the Quran. And Hazrat Khalifatul Masih, the fifth of the Talabi Aziz, has said that reading the Holy Quran in itself is a blessing for the believer. And for this, the Holy Quran must be recited properly. The home of regular reciters of the Holy Quran will be full of blessings for adults and children. And this will also instill a deep love for the Holy Quran by everyone. Reflect on the meanings of the words we are reading. This is a perfect book. There is no doubt in it. It is a guidance for the righteous. This is a book which we have revealed to thee, full of blessings, that they may reflect over its verses, and that those gifted with understanding may take heed. The promised Messiah ﷺ has said that the Quran should be reflected on. That means we should think about all of the meanings in it, for it contains everything. Hazrat Talib bin Aziz has said that it is essential to reflect over the meanings of the Quran and practice its commandments to gain nearness to Allah and have spiritual development. We should also make effort to act upon the commandments of the Holy Quran and motivate others to follow it. They to whom we have given the book follow it as it ought to be followed. It is these that believe therein. Surah Baqarah. The promised Messiah has said, the one who follows the Holy Quran becomes the recipient of divine blessings and holds a unique bond with the gracious God. The Holy Quran gives us guidance on how we should worship Allah and our responsibilities to Him. It also guides us on how we should behave and our responsibilities to our fellow human beings. We should aim to continue our self-improvement and teach the knowledge of the Holy Quran to others as well. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has stated that the best among you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. Our beloved Huzur has said that the Holy Quran should be learned and recited, and those who know its meaning should teach it to others. Our beloved Huzur has also said that it should be taught to foster its love and eagerness to read. So it doesn't matter what your age or ability, we can all continue to learn from the Holy Quran, and whatever good we learn, we should make it a habit to teach that to others. So to sum up, if we should always try to follow these manners and etiquette and try to gain Allah's blessings and nearness when reciting the Holy Quran. We should also be encouraged by all of the beautiful words that the Holy Prophet ﷺ has said about the blessings that we gain from reading and reciting the Holy Quran. And as a word of encouragement to all, we should strive and try hard even if we find it difficult, because we will reap the rewards. This is another beautiful saying of a beloved Holy Prophet ﷺ, who has said that one who is well versed in the Quran will be in the company of those angels who are scribes, noble and righteous. And one who falters, that means finds it difficult to read the Quran, and has to strive hard to learn it, will get a double reward. Therefore, all of us should always make the effort to try our hardest to read the Quran. And even when we are finding it difficult and we are struggling, we should keep it in our minds that Allah Ta'ala is blessing us for our efforts to try and read His blessed words. Jazakumullah to all of you for listening so nicely. Okay, so when we are inshallah going to start our revision sessions today, I want you all to keep these things in mind, that we are doing this to please Allah. Okay, so even those people that find it difficult, even those people that find it really hard, and lots of us do, that shouldn't make us want to not read the Holy Quran. It should encourage us even more, because that we should know that Allah Ta'ala will give us more blessings simply because we are trying to please Him. Okay? So there are a couple of people today that have not changed their ID as yet. So please, everybody, make sure that your ID is correct. Otherwise, the discipline in charge will put you into the waiting room. So please, everybody, check your IDs and change them accordingly. Jazakumullah. Okay, we are going to start now with our topic for today, which is our revision of the following lesson. We've been covering all our different revision sessions this week, and we've been looking at different things. And the reason we are doing this is because, as you've been doing throughout your week, you have been reading the Quran Majid and applying the rules which we are learning to whatever words you have been reading from the Holy Quran. Okay, so today we are doing our revision of Madda. Remember, Madda is our elongated letters, our normal elongation. Okay, so let me just quickly fly through. We've done this all before, so let's just fly through it. We have 3 letters of elongation: Alif Madda, Waw Madda, and Ya Mada. Okay? They will extend our letters for 2 seconds. So Alif Mada is always preceded with a consonant carrying the stroke of Fatha. Preceded means the letter which comes before it will have a Fatha. Okay? The Alif will be blank. There will be no sukoon on top of the Alif. So it's a blank Alif which comes after a letter carrying a Fatha. Vaw Mada is always preceded with a consonant carrying the stroke of Dhamma. And the Dhamma will have a sukoon. Okay? The letter before it will have, the Dhamma. The vowel will have a sukoon, the letter before it will have a dhamma, and that will be elongated for 2 seconds. And Ya Mada is preceded, that means the letter before it always carries a kasra. The Ya has a sukoon, so it's a Ya sakin, and the letter before it will have a kasra, and that will be elongated for 2 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go through this step by step, and I'm going to call, please, my first child who did the dua for today, so that's A1127. Assalamu alaikum, A1127.
Assalamu alaikum.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're going to start with you because you did the dua for today, and we're going to go through how to follow the rule of Madda step by step. Okay? So it says here, always look at what's coming up, okay? And that's the really important thing for everybody. Always, when you're reading your Quran, when you're reading each letter, you have to look at what's coming up afterwards, okay? In this circumstance, what is our first letter? It is a?
Noon.
Excellent, okay? The noon has a?
Fatha.
Excellent. So it says the noon has a fatha. Next comes a?
Kasra.
Kasra underneath a, what's this letter?
Seen.
Seen, excellent. Next comes a seen with a kasra. Okay, so both of these are simple single strokes. Both of these are read as they are with 1 second timing. So could you do that for me?
Nasi.
Nasi, well done. Very short, very quick. Nasi, excellent, well done. Now, again, always look at what's coming up. What letter is this?
Ya.
Ya. And what is on top of the ya?
A fatha.
Fatha. What comes next to it?
An alif madda.
Alif Madda. Excellent. How do we know it's an Alif Madda?
Because it's highlighted in blue.
Excellent, very good. Now, if it was not highlighted in blue, we would know that it is an Alif Madda because it is a blank Alif, okay? An Alif without a sukoon, okay? And it follows a letter which has a fatha. Makes sense? Next comes an Alif, no sukoon. The fatha on the ya together with the Alif without a sukoon means Alif Madda, and it will be read. How long will it be read for?
2 seconds.
Excellent. Read with 2 second timing. Okay, so we have a ya with a fatha, blank alif afterwards. How will you say that for me?
Ya.
Good, excellent. 2 seconds. Ya. Now, can you recite that whole word together for me, please?
All right. Nasiya.
Good. Once more, make sure na, si, and then 2 seconds for the ya. Once more.
Nasiya.
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 Excellent. So you need to be really careful, and we need to hear the difference between the length of this na and the length of this ya. Okay? Because it's 2 seconds, not 1 second. Nasiya. Once more. Sorry, your voice cut a second there. Could you say it once more?
Nasiya.
Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah A1127. That was very nice. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Excellent. Can we have our next student, please?
The student is A1132.
A1132. Excellent. Assalamu alaikum A1132. Can you hear me? A1132, can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum A1132.
Don't think they can hear.
I think maybe their mic isn't working. Oh, I can hear someone. A1132, is that you? Okay, let's try someone else.
Okay. Alright. A1145.
Assalamu alaikum A1145. How are you today?
Good.
Are you well? Are you understanding what we need to do?
Yes.
Excellent, well done. Okay, so we are now going to go on to our next word, right? So there's lots and lots of things to think about here, okay? So look at what's coming up. So we're looking now at the first letter. It says the ya has a dhamma. Next to it is a ba sakin, a ba with a sukoon. Okay? There is going to be a joining. So we need to join the sounds. Make sure you sound both letters. And you need to remember here, one of the rules which you learned earlier this week, that the ba is a qalqala letter. So you need to do a little jerk as you read it. So could you read these two letters here for me, please?
You.
Okay, we need to join it to the ba. Once more.
Yun.
Which letter is this? The dot is underneath the bend, not on top. So which letter is this?
Ba.
Good. So now can you join it for me, please?
Yub.
Excellent. Beautiful. And you did a very nice little jerk there as well for your qalqala. Well done. Okay. So yub, right? Now our next letter, number 2, it says always look at what's coming up. Sad has a kasra. Next, after the sad, is a ra with a dhamma. Therefore, we only just need to read the sad as it is with a 1 second timing. Okay? Thing to remember here is that sad is a thick, heavy letter. So you round your mouth as you say it. So could you say this next letter for me, please?
Sir.
Sui.
Si.
Sui. Make your mouth round and say sui.
Si.
Good. So now we have 3 letters. Yubusui,
Ibusi.
yubusui.
Ibusi.
Right. Now, next, number 3. Always look at what's coming up. We have now a ra with a dhamma. Okay. Next is a waw with a sukoon. Can you see here? So the dhamma on the ra together with the sukoon on the waw means waw madda, because the letter before the waw with the sukoon has a dhamma. How long will we read this for?
2 seconds.
Excellent. Could you just read that section there?
Ru.
Beautiful. Excellent. Ru. 2 seconds. Well done. So now we need to put this all together. Okay. So first word, first sound.
Bu. Yub.
Yub. Well done. Next.
Yubsuru.
Yubsiru.
Yubsiru.
Very nice. Yubsiru.
Yubsiru.
Good. Excellent. Now our last point here is always look at what's coming up. There is a noon with a fatha. There is nothing afterwards. So for now, we just read it as it is with 1 second timing. So just read this with a 1 second timing, please.
Na.
Nah. Excellent. Well done. Now we need to put it all together. Okay? Yubsi.
Yubsi.
Yubsiru. Yubsiruna.
Yubsiruna.
Excellent. Once more.
Yubsiruna.
Yubsiruna.
يبصرون.
Beautiful, excellent. Jazakumullah A1145. That was very nice, excellent. Well done.
Thank
I
you.
love this. Excellent. If we could have our next student, please.
Yeah, my next student is, sorry, A1148.
Sorry, A1148?
Sorry, yes.
Yes.
I can't unmute him.
Yes, I tried A1148 at the beginning of the lesson. For some reason, there was no sound coming. Let's see if it comes. Assalamu alaikum, A1148. Can you hear me? No, it's still not working. I think we should try someone else.
Yeah, let me just try someone from Nasirat. N1231.
N1231.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good.
Excellent, well done. Understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Brilliant, excellent. So we're going to go on to our next last word here now. Okay, so we are understanding that we're doing the mother,
Yes.
means that we need to elongate.
Yes.
Okay, so number one here, it says, always look at what's coming up. Okay, first letter, alif. So alif has a fatha. Okay. Next is a mushaddad lam. That means a lam with a shadda on top. Okay, so we know that there will be joining. So we need to join. We need to make sure that we sound both the letters. Okay, the lam carries a fatha as well. So join that in and make sure you press on the mushaddad lam and don't rush through. We covered mushaddad letters yesterday, didn't we? So can you
Yes.
try and say this combination here for me? Make sure we harden when we are joining. So off you go.
Allah.
Beautiful. Allah. Excellent. Well done. Good. Next, we're looking at our next letters. The dal has a kasra.
Kasra. Kasra.
Excellent. The dal has a kasra. Okay. The next letter is a ya with a skoon. The kasra on the dal together with the skoon on the ya means that it is a ya madda. And how long will we read it for?
2 seconds.
Excellent. So can you just read these two letters, this combination here for me?
Z.
Good. And remember, this is a dal. So it's a slight TH sound as well. The 2 seconds.
Z.
Beautiful. Well done. Now, can we put this all together up to here?
Allazina.
Beautiful. You went on to the last one. Excellent. We just want it up to here, but you were right. Alladhi.
Alladhi.
Beautiful. You said the right one, last one correctly, but let's just go through this so that everybody in the class understands, okay? Always look at what's coming up. The noon, which is our last letter, has a fatha. There's nothing coming up after it. So for now, we read it with 1 second timing, okay, which our student did beautifully. So once more with the na at the end. Off you go.
Alladhina.
Beautiful, excellent. And once more.
Alladhina.
Excellent. And if you hear very, very nicely N1231, make sure that this was our full 2 seconds and this was our 1 second. So we can hear the difference when we are listening. Okay? Brilliant. Jazakumullah N1231. That was very good. Well done.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes, please ask.
How much more minutes have we got left?
How many more minutes have we got left in the class?
Yes.
Yes, we've got about 20 minutes left in the class. Okay?
Allah Hafiz.
Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Discipline in charge. Could we try to have N1247 possibly? if she's available.
Yes, that was the next one. Yes.
Brilliant, excellent. Jazakumullah.
Yeah, she's on the mic now.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, Jazakumullah for asking. Understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So we're understanding that a alif mada is a blank alif, yes, which comes after a letter with a fatha. A ya mada is a ya with a sukoon after a letter which has a kasra underneath. And a vaw mada is a vaw with a sukoon after a letter with a dhamma. Okay, so we've done in our practice, we've broken down the letters, we've looked at all the different rules, and what I want you to do is we're going to go over these first 3 words now. Okay, so we'll start from here. Okay, so you can break it down. I just want... Off you go.
Ahlami.
Beautiful. Once more.
Ahlami.
Beautiful. Was done really nicely. I could hear that you're joining it to the ha, which is really good. La, which was done for 2 seconds because there is a alif madda there. Okay. And mi, which was a nice short 1 second sound. So that was really good. Next one.
Fa'alquhu.
Beautiful. Once more.
Fa'alquhu.
Again, very nice. I could hear the difference between your 1 second sound and your 2 second sounds. Okay, so that was really good. Fa'alquhu. And you made it really short when it needed to be, and you even rated it when it's necessary as well. And the last one for you.
Mubinun.
Very nice. Once more.
Mubinun.
Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah. N1247. That was very, very nice recitation.
Jazakillah.
Excellent. Okay, next student, please.
N1262.
Assalamu alaikum, N1262.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, can you hear me?
Hello.
N1262, can you hear me?
Walaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum, is that N1262?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. And do you understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if you could start from this word here, please.
Nasiya.
Okay, once more. Make the short sounds really succinct and very clear. Okay?
Nasiya.
Good. Nasiya. 2 seconds.
Nasiya.
Good. Well done. Once more.
Nasiya.
Good. Well done. We need to make sure that when we're saying it, we don't sound like we're joining the seen to the ya. It's not siya. It's just si and then ya. Okay. Nasiya. Excellent. Good. Next one.
Yansiruna.
Okay. What's this letter here?
Yubsiruna.
Excellent, very good. And remember we did this earlier in the week that this is one of the qalqala letters, which means that we need to make a slight jerking sound. Yubsiruna.
Yubsiruna.
Excellent, well done. And this last one here?
Allazina.
Okay, once more.
Allazina.
Good, well done. Alladhina.
Allazina.
Good, excellent. So we keep this for our 2 seconds and we need to make it very clear and show that it's different from our simple 1 second strokes, okay? Dhina. And remember when we said when you guys practice, if you use a mobile phone or if you're practicing with someone, the really good thing about recording it is that when you listen back, you can hear how long you're saying it for. You can hear if you're making a difference between your 1 second sound and your 2 second sounds, okay? So once more.
Allazina.
Good, excellent, well done. Jazakumullah, N1262, very nice. Jazakumullah, Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz. Yeah.
Okay. If we can have our next student, please.
Yeah, the next student is A1172.
Assalamu alaikum, A1172.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today? How are you today?
I'm good.
Excellent. Good to hear. Understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Brilliant. So can we start from here, please? Now here, be careful, because now we have to not only look at the next letter, we have to look at the letter after it as well, because we have two joinings here, right? So we can break it down and do it as slowly as you need to, but just look very, very carefully at all the letters, because you need to make a really nice sound with all three of those letters together. So let's go.
Ul,
Good.
lim,
Good. Now put them together.
ulim,
Good. We need to harden the lam a little bit here. Ullim,
ulim,
ullim.
ulim,
Good. And what's this last one here?
na,
Good. And what's after the na?
what is after?
This highlighted letter. It's not a lam. It's the letter which is highlighted in blue. Have another look. It's the rule we're covering today. So this is our alif madda. Okay. How long do we need to pronounce or make the sound of this noon for? Because we have an alif madda afterwards.
2 seconds.
Excellent. So could you do that for me, please?
Ulimna,
Good. Well done. Ullimna.
ulimna,
Can you hear when I'm joining to this lam that I'm really trying to make that harder sound? Ullimna.
ulimna,
Good. And make sure you do your na for 2 seconds. That's the rule for today, mother. Once more.
ulima,
Ullimna.
ulimna,
Good. Well done. Next one. Here.
Musa,
Okay. First, just do these two lessons together, please. These two.
mu,
Okay. This is mu. There's a vowel with a sukoon, which makes it a vowel mother. What do we need to do now to this sound?
Musa,
Good, well done. We have to elongate this 2 seconds, and we're also elongating this scene for 2 seconds because we have a vertical fatha on top. Musa.
Musa,
Good, well done. And this next one.
Ra,
Good, ra. And then these two letters together.
He,
This is a he, good, and this is a ya mada. So we have to elongate this for 2 seconds now.
he,
Good, well done. And this last letter.
Mun,
Mun.
Mun,
Once more.
Mun,
Good. Now put the whole word together.
Rahimun,
Very nice. Rahimun.
Rahimun,
Excellent. Good. Well done. So what we need to practice in is you just need to make sure that you're elongating the letters appropriately and you're making them longer. So you need to look at the stroke, at what comes before the stroke and what comes after the stroke. And that's the only way that when you're practicing, you will be able to improve your recitation. Okay? So you need to practice a lot. You need to make sure that you can recognize all the different letters, break them down like we did just now, and then try to put them back together again. Doesn't matter how long it takes, because you're still getting blessings for it. Okay, so just keep practicing, and the more you practice, the more blessings you get, and the more fluency you will get in your recitation as well. Okay? Excellent. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much. Okay. Next student, please.
N1240.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, N1240. How are you?
Good. Alhamdulillah.
Are you well today? Good, excellent. Understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, so can we start from here, please? Can you just hang on just 1 second, N1240? Right. We have two N1236s written on our display screen. One of them has written something next to their name, which shouldn't be there, so please don't do that. Can all of you please make sure that you have your correct ID written on the screen? Okay. It's not on now. We've been in the class for long enough to know what your ID is. So everybody, please make sure you have the correct ID on the screen, and there shouldn't be anybody writing anything else next to their name. Okay? Anything else you need to comment on and you need to discuss with the class, you need to ask the parents to write an email to the center. Okay? Jazakumullah. Thank you so much. Sorry, M1240. So if we can start here, please.
Balagha.
Ba, good. And then the next letter?
La.
La. Bala.
Bala.
And then the last one?
Kha.
Good. And remember to make your mouth a little bit round. Ra.
Ra.
Well done. Bala ra.
Balagha.
Well done. Lovely. Next one.
Munsiduna.
Right. What's this letter here?
Fa.
Fa. Good. So once more.
Mufsiduna.
Beautiful. Well done. Very nice. Nice elongation there. Excellent. Last one.
Tajri.
Very nice. And you made a slight jerk there, so that was good, because this again is one of our qalqala letters. Tajri. Tajri.
Tajri.
Beautiful. Well done. Jazakumullah N1240. That was very nice.
Jazakillah.
Allah Hafiz. Another student, please, quickly before the end of our lesson.
N1236.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry, this is N1236.
36.
Okay, excellent. Off you go then for this one here.
Af'alaha.
Okay, remember, which is this one here? Can you just tell me that sound?
Qaf.
Qaf, well done. So do it with the alif mother.
Ah.
Oh, well done. First time you said it, you sounded like you had a lighter calf. So you just need to be careful that you make your mouth round in this, okay? Oh, asqalaha.
Asqalaha.
Very nice. Next one.
Yafqahun.
And the last letter?
Na.
Na. Good. So can we say all of that and make sure we say the na at the end?
Yafqahuna.
Beautiful. Much better. Yafqahuna. Because we haven't done the stopping yet. We haven't covered that yet. So that's why we're saying all of the individual letters. Okay. And the last one?
Na'imun.
Beautiful, very nice, excellent. And can we have our last student, please? Jazakumullah M1236, that was very nice. Can we have our last student, please, for our last three words?
Yeah, next address is A1127.
A1127. We've already heard A1127.
Sorry, A1129. Sorry, I read the wrong number.
Okay. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much. A1129. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we read from here.
Anzarna.
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 Good. Well done. Next one.
Yufsidun.
Once more, make sure we say the last letter, please, as well.
Yufsiduna.
Beautiful. Excellent. Yufsiduna. Well done. And last one.
Khalidina.
Once more.
Khalidina.
Excellent. You made sure there, which was very good. This wasn't highlighted, but you pronounced your alif mother there very nicely. Remember with the kha, we have to make a round mouth. Khalidina.
Khalidina.
Very good. Excellent. Jazakumullah, A1129. Very nice recitation. Excellent. Good. Okay. There are a few students with their hands up. If it's for questions, our discipline in charge is going to choose you quickly, and then we're going to close our lesson. So if anybody has a question, keep their hand up. Otherwise, we're not listening to any more recitations, so please put your hands down. Okay. Discipline in charge, if you could ask the question.
Yep, A1127.
Assalamu alaikum, A1127.
Assalamu alaikum.
Did you have a question?
Yes, well, is this the last class or is there any more classes?
No, there are still our normal classes.
Oh, I thought it was March.
Yeah, end of March. Okay,
Oh.
so if there are any other questions regarding classes and anything else like that, please can you ask your parents to send an email for any inquiries to our centre. If there's any question about today's lesson, that's the only thing we need to answer right now, because then we need to close our lesson off for today.
Shall I choose the next one?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Yes. How many seconds until class is done?
Okay, just a few minutes left. Okay, all right. I think we're not going to have any more questions now, because we're going to concentrate on closing our class. So in today's lesson, we have been revising our simple madda letters, our normal elongation, our alif madda, our waw madda, and our ya madda. You have covered this all before, so you have all the information that you need, and you can revise the lessons. You can go back, you can listen to the lessons that you need to, okay, so that you practice and you make yourself really, really good in your recitation, okay. We also covered in today our presentation, which told us about why we need to read the Quran in a certain way, why we should be clean, why we should be tidy, why we should have silence when we are reciting the Quran. Okay, and the fact that whenever we recite, even if it's simply just one or two words like we recited today, we are getting blessings from that, and Allah is pleased with us because of that. So we should always keep that in mind whenever we are doing our recitation of the Holy Quran. Okay, so our homework, please. I want you please all to practice exercise 15.3. Back when we did lesson 15, you should all have that. Remember, waw madda is a vowel with a sukoon, and the preceding letter, the letter that comes before it, has a dhamma. A ya madda is a ya with a sukoon, and the letter comes before it, the preceding letter, has a kasra. And an alif madda is an alif with no sukoon, and the preceding letter, that means the letter that comes before it, has a fatha. Each madda letter is 2 seconds. Practice as many rows as you can and pay attention to your timing. You can record yourself on a phone and listen back if you wish to. Okay, parents, please help your children during this, guide them and practice with them, and stress on the way that you learn. You should be learning quietly, sensibly, making sure you're doing tawuz, tasmiyah before your recitation as well. Okay, so finally, student, quickly to finish off our lesson for today. Discipline in charge.
Yes, the next student is A1141.
A1141. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, A1141. Could you read our prayer for us, please? A1141.
Shall I choose a different one?
Yes, please.
A1129.
Assalamu alaikum, A1129.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you read this by yourself or shall I guide you through?
I can read by myself.
Okay, off you go then.
Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil Azim.
Good.
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran. Waj'alhu li imama wa nura wa huda wa rahmah. And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakumullah, thank you so much, beautifully recited. Jazakumullah to everybody for participating in today's lesson, and inshallah we will see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.